Hello YouTube, Tammy here as a yarn crafter coming to you with a 2-in-1 video. Start off with, we're going to do my work in progress, and oh boy. Start off with, I would really like to thank everyone who's participating in my polls each round to help me decide what item I'm making next in my head to toe winter knits book. And credit where credit is due, I got the idea off of Erin over at Crafting Kitty. And this round, we are working on the Lacy Dream headband. And I will show it the final project, what it's supposed to look like. It's a pretty wide headband. Mine's actually doesn't feel like it's going to be as wide. I don't know if it's because the size of hook or yarn I'm using. But a bit about the book. I'd won this from a Facebook group, I want to say about 2017, 2018. I will try to share the group down in the comment section once I post the video. I'm still very active in the group. Now, I didn't originally realize the group had a crochet part to it and then another group associated with it that was knitting. I was actually in the crochet part. And I guess the one person who was providing some of the prizes was books. And there was this one, and then there was a crochet book, which I don't remember now what book it was. But I was kind of interested in it. And I guess when she packaged them up, she got them mixed up and put the wrong labels on them. So thank goodness I do crochet and knit. Now, whomever got the crochet book, I don't know if they know how to crochet because they should have won this knitting one. Now, I did go also looking on Amazon, the Canadian site and the US site, because I buy from both sites, and this book is available on both sites. So if you want to go, if you're using Amazon Canada or if you're using Amazon US, you can find this book in the craft section if you are interested in it. So that is the pattern I'm currently working on. Now, oh boy. I know I've mentioned in the past, when it comes to knitting, I've never been good at frogging my projects. I have tried numerous of times to do it, and if I've got to tear out a whole row and try to pick each one of my stitches up, I end up making more of a mess. I just say heck with it, and I rip it all out and start fresh. And that's been kind of what's been going on with this project. So I was trying to use the book itself, and I find the print in it is a little small and a little on the lighter color. It's not like a really dark black. It's almost like gray ink they printed the actual pattern in, it seems like it's not very dark at all, so it's a little hard to read. So of course I was making mistakes with that. Then I decided to take my tablet, and I thought, well, I'll take a picture of it and then I can actually blow the picture up and see it better. And it worked to a point, but then a couple parts of the pattern, it'll tell you to do something but in brackets, and then you got to repeat it so many times. And I kept making mistakes that way. So I thought, okay, this isn't working. And then, of course, your tablet, it's got a timer to go in like a sleep mode. And I'd keep turning it on like every couple rows or every so many stitches, depending on what I was doing. And it was more of a hassle. So I thought, okay, you know what? I've got a book that, just a plain line paper notebook. And I thought, let's write the pattern out. So the first time I wrote it out, which... it's a mess. And I was working the pattern. And I was in the first, because it's 14 row repeat pattern. And I was doing row 10, which is just a purl row. And no, actually, I think I was actually on row 9, sorry. And when I got to the end of it, my stitches were off. And I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? Obviously, I didn't do something earlier in the row, so I had to rip it out. Couldn't figure it out where it was or what I did. So I ripped it out, and then I looked at the pattern and tried it again. Same spot, same mistake. I thought, okay, I don't have something written correctly in my book. So sure enough, I looked at my book, looked at the digital copy of that particular row to compare what I wrote and what the pattern says. Yeah, I missed out a step. So I had to kind of jot down lower in my book after all the other rows the correct mistakes and stuff redone and made it look very messy. So then I thought, okay, you know what? Let's rewrite the pattern. And this time I kind of made sure, okay, shortened the instructions and took out words that were in the instructions, excuse me, that I didn't feel were necessary, and made it more stitch focus on each stitch. And then if it said I had to repeat something twice, I actually wrote it out twice. And ignore the colors for a moment, but I rewrote it out. And I was doing okay. I'd get like a whole set of 14 rows done. And then I think at one point I was on the second set of row of the 14 row pattern when I showed it to you guys last. And then I worked on it. Actually, I think I was playing bingo, which, oh my goodness, wrong project to be working on while you're trying to play bingo with your friends online. It just does not work because the numbers on there is confusing your head while you're counting, and it's like easy to make mistakes. So yeah, of course I made mistakes, had to rip it out. I don't know, I tried it 2 or 3 times, and it just either rows 9, 11, or 13, the first set of 14, or within the second set of the 14, I made a mistake. Like almost every time I thought, am I ever going to get through this pattern? Because it's not that hard. It's knitting, slipping, knit passovers, knit two togethers, and like it's simple lace work. It's not difficult at all. Why am I struggling? So then I finally thought, okay, you know what? I got markers I keep over here for kind of this reason. So what I did was I went through all the 5 rows that are the knit side of the lace work. And with one color, I underlined all the yarn over stitches. And then with another color, I underlined all the stitches that were like knit two together. And then with another color, I underlined it, the slip knit one pass over stitches in a different color. And I find having it color coordinated, I don't know, my eyes are focusing better on where exactly I am in the pattern. And I've made progress finally. Now I only work on like 1 or 2 rows at a time. I take multiple breaks. I make sure, you know, I'm not being distracted by whatever I may have on YouTube or on the TV. Hubby's not really around to come and ask questions and stuff like that. And I have now done, I'm almost done my 6th repeat. So it is coming along pretty good. Now, I do use DPNs when it's like under 40 stitches or 48 under, and I just used rubber bands on the ends, like the one as the end, and then the other one's just to, I guess this would be the end right now, and then this is just used as if it was a needle stopper kind of thing, so your yarn won't slide off. But yeah, I finally got a good amount of the pattern done. Hopefully you guys can see how it's looking. And I actually like it. It's really pretty. The yarn works great. Now, unfortunately, I can't tell you much about the yarn. Like I said, it was something that was in my stash. I have used up a fair bit of it. Like there's not much left of this little donut I have made up. I'm thinking, I said it was on 6, 2, 4. Yeah, I'm on the 6th one. Measuring it on my head, I'm thinking I'm going to have to do at least, I'm thinking 10 repeats. And I'm almost done the 6th one. So I'm thinking next Wednesday, it's still going to be a WIP. Because I know it won't be done by this Friday, finished Friday videos. And I think I'm going to still be working on it come next Wednesday. Now, originally I was thinking about, instead of making it into a headband, because like I said, it is kind of wide, just do it to whatever length and turn it into like a scarf. I don't think that's going to work because I don't have a whole lot, like I said, left. Like I could easily put my fingers in there. Like it's got a good crater going on inside. So, and I don't think it would really look right as a cow. I was thinking about maybe making it into a cow for around the neck or like an infinity scarf kind of thing. It might work for that. And that way then I use up as much of this as possible. So it's still up in the air. I may do it as a headband type thing, like ear warmer, but to be honest, I don't think, because how wide this one is compared to the white one that I occasionally wear, this one is thicker. Now, yeah, it's prettier stitches than the other one, in my opinion. The other one's just little eyelet holes here and there throughout. This one's actually lacy type work. But I'm thinking of making it into like an infinity scarf kind of project. So we'll have to wait and see how far I get with this yarn and see where it goes from there. So that's all I've been working on this week. Like I said, taking it slow, being very cautious with each part of my instructions to make sure I don't make any mistakes and stuff like that. So, next order of business. I participate in a few different groups on YouTube for the make-alongs, and of course right now I don't have really anything written down as to what groups they are, but one of them I do participate in, and I love participating in it, and I do really well in her groups actually, is Erin Creator Spotlight. And so these items I made are from two of my entries for her make-along for the month of December, but also they're both for Things We're Making Thursday. And then my other group, Judy, I think it's Judy's Crochet Creation. One of the items is for that as well. And then the other one is for another group. And I honestly can't remember her name. Actually, no, I lied. Yeah, so one's for Judy's, and then the other one's for I think her channel used to be Nan's Next Knot, but it's not that anymore. Hopefully I can link I'll remember to link everybody down below and you can check them out. So to go with, first off, Things We're Making Thursday. It is a very fun group. I've been enjoying it so much. Last year for 2023, I think it was just 4 content creators or 6, somewhere around there. They got together, they decided each month they were going to work all on the same free crocheted pattern. Each put their own spin on it, like type of yarns they use, or if they did any color work, or they had to change the hook or needle size, or the hook size or the pattern, length of how many rows they had to do and stuff like that, or if they had to increase or decrease stitches to make it fit them. And it was neat to see how people did different patterns. Now, I followed along but did not participate, even though the one item they did, It's a Hoot basket. I actually did that pattern years ago, but I didn't put the owl face on it. I actually did it like mainly blue, and at the top I did a couple rounds of red and white instead of the blue and white. And then I took, I think, just white yarn that I used as my contrast color when I was working on the basket, and I did like 3 little flowers, and then I put buttons in the center and kind of did like a button or a flower appliques kind of thing. But I did do the basket. I didn't do the handles on it either. I just did it as a plain basket, and I thought this will make great, for, I don't know, putting something in it. I never used it. I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you. But also in 2023, because there is a Facebook group, if you want to participate and you don't want to make videos, you can always upload your photos to the Facebook group, Things We're Making Thursday. You can also send your photos to other content creators' videos, like people like myself, kind of thing. And I will do my best to share your picture out and talk about it. But I occasionally last year would send patterns I would go looking for that were free. They were similar to what they were making, but in knitting. I kind of felt like it was a neat group, but it was catering just to crocheters. And I thought, okay, I crochet a lot. I crochet more than I usually knit. But I was kind of feeling like they were leaving out a wide, yarny group of people kind of thing, especially ones that don't do both. So there was a few times I shared a knitting similar pattern, And then I know Erin over on her channel, during her videos, would occasionally share a free pattern that was knitted, kind of mimicking the same patterns what they were doing in crocheting. So this year they changed it up, and they decided each month to do a theme. And I have participated every single month. There's been a few months where I didn't think I was going to actually make anything. So I thought, well, don't really need anything under that category, or I just don't think I'm going to really want to make anything. But in this month being one of them, I decided, I'm going to participate. So I'm killing multiple stones here because these both are entries for things we're making Thursday. These are both entries for Erin's Creator Crochet. Erin's Creative. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. For Erin's Creator Spotlight. That would be the one I'm looking for. So both these patterns are from that. And then each one is from those other two channels I had mentioned. So over at Judy's, with her, she gives us a picture. We draw the color themes from it. And we try to make a project under whatever title it is we were doing. In this month's title for over at hers is, I believe, also Christmas decorations. I may have to go back and double check that one because I'm thinking it is, and I'm thinking that's what I made this for. But the birds that she shared this month were very multiple colors. There was greens, there were reds, there were yellows. So I decided to make a little Christmas stocking to go on my tree. Try to hold it so the light doesn't give it much of a glare. And it's got a little loop here to hang it on the tree, but you can use it as an ornament, or you could actually, it's pretty big, as you can see my hands in there pretty good. Use it if you're going to give someone a gift card, it would make great. So I went with all three colors that were kind of in the photo. So that's my entry for it. And I do believe, I could be wrong, but I got to double check, but I do believe hers was ornaments. So I thought, perfect. And then the other one, Nan's, hers theme for this month is, I think she labeled it a traditional angel. And I'm not 100% sure what she means by that, so I am going to send this photo, a photo of this item to her, hopefully in the next day or two, and add a question. I don't know if this will qualify because I don't know exactly what it is you're looking for, and still give myself time to make something else if need be. But this is the yarn. Oh, the yarn for the stocking was yarn I'd won. Oh boy. Very early this year, or late last year. And I know it's a worsted weight yarn. It's actually kind of soft and squishy. Couldn't tell you any more about it. They came in donuts. They were just in a package. There was no labels or anything on them, so I really could not tell you anything about that yarn. The yarn I used for the angel, it is a very thin yarn, and it's like a two strands together, kind of lightly woven, spun together, very, very loosely spun together. Very thin yarn. But I thought, you know what? This would make for a cute little angel. So I found a picture online that I liked. And then because one of our Creator Spotlight this month has a granny square she teaches you, I thought this would be perfect. Do 2 granny squares and kind of wing it and make an angel for on my tree. I know white and pink's not really traditional colors for the holidays, but it was a lighter yarn, and that's what I was looking for. So those are my things for making Thursday. So yeah, if you want to participate, please do so. If you do other crafts other than regarding yarn, if you're into doing work with beads, or if you do resin work or polymer clay, or if you paint or diamond paint, or in my opinion, take photos. Just be cautious though with photos that there's, regarding children in them. especially if they're not yours. But you can go out and like with the painting and the diamond painting and stuff like that, as long as the main theme of what you made is holiday related, I think personally it would count. I know I said that in my last video. Go ahead and, participate, because maybe in your type of craft or art, that you do, you might be able to start your guys' own group for next year kind of thing. And speaking of next year, they have changed how we're going to do next year's thing. Things we're going to make Thursday, and I'm actually really excited for it. And what it is next year, each month we get a theme, but we have to come up with our own pattern. And I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be so much fun, because, like, for example, I believe January's is dishcloth or washcloths / dishcloths or dishcloths / washcloth, which would be easy to use multiple different stitches for. You can do your own count, own size, so on and so forth. And then if you do participate in Erin's Creator Spotlight each month, most of the creators we've had have like a little stitch tutorial section in their videos. So you could easily go in there and find a stitch that you like, and then figure out roughly what the multiple would be to make a decent sized washcloth / dishcloth. And each month, I believe for next year's spotlight is more or less come up with your own stitches to make the item. Now, the one month I'm a little concerned about because it's amigurumi, and I have an idea what I'm going to do with that one, and I will talk to you more about it later. But yeah, that's my WIPs for the week. That is my things we're making Thursdays for the week. I'm not going to be making any more ornaments this month, but I do have some photos prepared for next week to share with you guys. So next week's just going to be sharing some photos of some items that I've made in the past for ornaments. And yeah, have fun with this, guys. And like I said, you can make your own videos. You can send pictures to other content creators. You can upload photos to the Facebook group. And the Facebook group is very laid back. Even if you don't want to participate and you just want to hang and chat with other people and see what they're making, by all means, go on over and join them. Like I said, I'll try and get all the different things and link them in the description or the comment section down below, because anything that's Facebook related, I find I've got to upload it or share the link that way. So I will share the things, the Facebook group, things we're making Thursday, in the comment section. But all the other YouTube content creators I'm referring to, like for which ones I'm participating in, I will try and share them in the description part of the information of the video. So yeah, have fun with it. And I will not be doing a video for Friday. Like I said, don't think I'll have anything done for you. So I'll probably be back next week. I'm hoping to do a pop-up video or a pop-up live for bingo. I don't know which Friday I'm thinking, maybe. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you guys all later. Be safe, be kind, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye.